Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Bravo! 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now Austin. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hey, easy. Come to me, it's me. 56.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Here we go. Kill. Hey, exit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Saints.
Ready.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy.
This is Michel on the counter. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Go, go, go. Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, you got D? Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 1, Breeze. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Kill! Hey, Alpha!
On 1st down, Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the ground is Michel. And some room to roam now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. 5
yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Go! Mike 56! Mike 56! Here we go!
Minshew sets to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Delta. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
It's our time. Yes, yes. 80 weapon. Get it.
On 2nd down, Minshew. This is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check three, check three, check three. Play 56.
Now Leonard Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go. 50, plant. Max 56. Watch the out, watch the out. Check 9, check 9. Blue draw quarter.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Go. Take it. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Topper. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Yep. I got you, baby. I got you.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Opposite.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I'm ready. 56. Check 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me. SOS.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 30.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
56. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
That's good for a Jacksonville first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the double.
Mike, 56, right there.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Get him.
6'6", bullet high.
This is Fournette. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 24, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Strip that ball.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Protein spill.
Here's Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
218, chop.
Check. Crunch. Shift. Watch the shift.
Leo.
Kill.
22 jet bomber. Lead dribble.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. 13.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Completes it to Austin. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Now, since the outlaws, here we go.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Saints.
Here we go. Finish it.
Breeze now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Miles Jack with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
10-2 stop. Let's go. Watch out. Hey, Orville. Let's go.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, you got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the play.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Ready. Yellow lady. Back to pass.
Breeze now on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And the Saints first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On the ground, Michelle. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. Third down here.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. Throwing now is Breeze. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Murray. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mike, 56, right there.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
50, plant.
Defense wins championships, baby. Kill. Check 24.
Let's go.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Get it.
And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
Check 37. Check 3.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf.
56. Tackles.
Deep grip.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready? Find eight. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 25. Check 25. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check hot route. 36. Check.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sony Michel with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down. Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
61, matchbox, lights, snap.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ready.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The open man is Westbrook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, wahoo! Topper!
56, check 5.
On 4th down, Minshew. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. His throw incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Here's Minshew. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56, the mark, boys. 56.
Hey, exit.
56. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. 56.
Yo, go.
56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck. Hey, we got to get to the ball. Yeah.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
On the ready.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56, Mike 56.
Go.
56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 56, Mike 56.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew, that one complete. He finds Shark. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Minshew. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's going to be a long...
Minshew, 1st and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hard. Yo,
Here's Hill now after the interception. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New Orleans, they climb back to 500 now.